We've got 3 cruise news stories to talk about today. Traffic jams may be a thing of the past for this cruise port. If you've ever sat in a line of cars on Harborside Drive, just praying to see your cruise ship, I have some $8 million news that is going to change your life. A 200,000-ton Disney giant. We are tracking the delivery of a massive Disney behemoth and the largest NCL ship ever built. We are talking about the brand new NCL ship that just went on sale yesterday. We're breaking down the good, the bad, and the is it worth the money in 2026? Let's swan dive right into it. Welcome back to Right Recipe for Travel. I'm Cynthia, your host. Let's start at home. Well, my closest cruise home port, the Port of Galveston. This week, the Galveston Wharves officially announced they've secured $8.178 million in state and federal grants. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, it's a problem for us cruisers who cruise out of the Port of Galveston. Galveston is currently the 4th busiest port in the U.S., and they're projecting nearly 4 million passenger movements this year alone. If you've sailed out of Terminal 25 or the new Pier 16 lately, you know that Harborside Drive has become a total bottleneck. So $3 million of this money is going toward a feasibility study for a direct flyover from I-45 that would take you straight into the port's internal roads. Just imagine skipping every single stoplight on the island and driving directly into your terminal. That sounds great to me. Also, for pedestrian safety, like those of you who stay in those historic hotels downtown and decide to walk over to the port, where they're finally fixing that death-defying walk that you have to do to go across Harborside. We're talking new lighting, synchronized signals, and ADA compliant ramps between the 14th and the 25th streets. This right here is a long-term play. Don't expect the bridge next month, but the fact that the funding is locked in, well, this means the Texas cruise surge, well, it's finally being taken seriously. I have a question for you. Would you pay a small express toll to take a private bridge straight to the terminal? Or are you happy sitting in traffic for free? I'd really love to hear from you. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Our next cruise news story takes us over to Disney Cruise Lines. We have a massive arrival, the Disney Adventure, the largest ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. Just arrived at Port Canaveral for a technical stop yesterday, January 15th. This ship is 208,000 gross tons. So for context, that's nearly double the size of the Disney Magic, if any of you have been on the Magic. Now this ship was originally the Global Dream, which Disney bought and then totally reimagined. Okay, why is it a big deal that it's in Florida? Well, it's just a pit stop actually. The ship is actually destined for Singapore. It just finished its transatlantic crossing from the Meyer Wharf shipyard in Germany. This ship has some incredible features. It's the first ship to feature Marvel landing with a 250-meter Iron Man roller coaster. And it's also the first to have both Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie on the stern. So let me give you the current schedule for this beauty. It leaves Florida and then heads through the Panama Canal. There's stops in LA. It hits Tokyo and then finally reaches Singapore for its March 10th maiden voyage. Here's what I think. I think that this is Disney's play for the global market. Now, while most of us in the United States, we won't even see this ship very often, if at all, it's just a preview of the massive scale that Disney is moving toward. I don't know. We'll have to see once those first reviews come out of Singapore in March about how this big beauty plays out. Now, before I get to the final story, I'm taking this opportunity to say, if you are finding this helpful or good information, please do hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't yet, join the Right Recipe for Travel family by hitting the subscribe button so you never miss our Tuesday night lives and all the great cruise and travel content, ship tours, hotel reviews, restaurant visits, amusement park vacations, and way more. I also want to share with you that our Tuesday night lives, which are held every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, well, we're going to feature deals of the day right now during wave season. And if you're not sure what wave season is, go check out our last live. I have some incredible deals going on right now that I can help you book through our travel agency, Main Street Travel. Now, what kind of deals am I talking about? I'm talking about cruise deals right now for less than $200 per person. So please set your clocks to join us Tuesday nights for our Tuesday Night Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. All right, let's get to our last cruise news story, which takes us over to Norwegian Cruise Lines. Finally, NCL just dropped a bombshell. They opened sales on yesterday for the Norwegian Aura, their newest ship and their largest ship, which is set to debut in May of 2027. So is bigger better? We've been debating this for a while. The Aura is a Prima Plus class ship, meaning it's about 10% larger than the Norwegian Aqua and the Norwegian Luna. We're talking 169,000 tons and over 1,100 feet long. This is the new hallmark feature. We're talking about Ocean Heights. It's an open air activity zone on decks 18 to 21. It will have the most slides of any NCL ship, including the Eclipse Racers, their first dueling mat slides, and also a 10-deck dry slide called the Drop. Now, when we talk about the Vibe and the Haven, for my luxury lovers, they've expanded the Vibe Beach Club by 15%. And the Haven by 30%. NCL, well, they're clearly kind of leaning into the ship within a ship concept that's worked so well for many other cruise lines. Let's talk about their itineraries. It's home porting in Miami, starting in June of 2027, doing 7-day Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises, and they'll stop in ports like the newly expanded Great Stirrup Cay. I believe that NCL is really trying to be everything to everyone. They have this It's Different Out Here branding, which I talked about on my live for adults, but they're building Ocean Heights for the kids. So here's my advice. If you want those like inaugural 2020 sailings, you need to book right now. I'm telling you, NCL prices for new builds usually spike about 3 months after the sales open. This is really a massive week in cruise news. From Galveston's traffic fix to Disney's global takeover and NCL's new giant, the industry, well, it's not slowing down whatsoever. And we cruisers out there, we love to hear that news. Okay, now I want to hear from you. Tell me, which of these stories is the most important for your next cruise vacation? Are you booking the Aura? Or are you just happy that you might finally get to the Galveston port on time? All right, let me know down in the comments below. That's all the cruise news for today. I'm Cynthia. This is Right Recipe for Travel, and we will catch you at our next adventure.